Trendsetter.
I think getting back to that direct-to-consumer model is key so that the people that really love and support you, because before this, they think like, oh, I'm streaming your project on Apple Music, I'm supporting you.
Right.
You're supporting Apple Music.
Ooh, good
You know
point.
what I mean? You're really supporting them.
Good point.
Now, you're getting it out there more, so, you know, that's the good thing, and that can create show money. But a direct point of access for them actually being able to support the actual album and the actual music, the actual art,
Yeah.
it was lost until, you know, companies like Even, you know, you can always sell it yourself or sell them out the trunk.
Right.
But a company like Even is so dope because they're popularized enough to where people feel comfortable to go and shop with you on there. You know, it's kind of hard to go TransleePBDGrey.com and go buy an album. People might be a little hesitant.
I see what
But
you
when people have recognized Even
it's like,
in other places, they know Russell uses it. They know a lot of artists are starting to use it. It's a little more
Dame
comfortable.
Dollar on there.
Dame is
Leslie
on there.
was on there.
Yes, he just dropped. Project Pat just dropped on there. A lot of artists are starting to drop on there. So it makes it a lot more comfortable for people to feel like, okay, that's an app I can go to, or that's a site I can go to and support. You know. So
you're talking about Even.Biz, correct?
Even.Biz.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to tell Trans like before, in 2020, that's when I first got the taste of like that physical release success. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to follow this artist. Shout out to David Sebastian.
Okay.
He's an artist out of LA, and I seen this brother like release a project for $7.77. He releases it. He makes $15K in one day.
Wow.
Right, like off streaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what the hell is this man doing? Dog?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I tapped in, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna release all my freestyles as like on like a USB in 2020. So I did that, trying to follow the same model. I seen like 12 grand in 1 month. So I was like, dog, Trans, I'm telling you, drop a fucking CD, bro. They are buying this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and I didn't see I'm like, CDs or like, you know, like USB, like to me, and that's just because I was stuck in my own mind of like, I don't listen to music that way.
Right.
But the supporters, they just want a piece of
you.
Of physical, like whether they listen to it or not, they just want to say they got it. You know what I mean?
And they stripped us of that nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we used to rip open that CD,
that whole
open it up, read the back,
yeah.
the producers, all that stuff. So when we fast forward now you seeing artists like LaRussell, obviously, you know what I'm saying, influenced the drop on Even. But I said this before, it's like the revolutionary business models for artists. And we gotta take heed, man, because we getting raped on the streaming. You get raped in bad business deals that you don't know business, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just business at the end of the day. But now we have, you know, the access to technology, the access to, we can really create a community and cut the middleman out, but you know, someone's got to show us how it's done. So that's why I like these new artists that are being transparent and showing us how it's done. So when we seen that, we're like, man, how much he made? Oh, no, brother. We were dropping this on Even this time. Them bills is due, man.
Yeah, like I was so inspired towards the end of last, you know, everybody post their Spotify numbers. And that's genius of Spotify. That's their like competitive advantage because they know no other Apple can't do that because it's way less numbers because more people are on Spotify. So it's genius of them to do that every year. But whenever LaRussell posted his Even numbers, he was like, I like seeing y'all Spotify numbers, but I love my Even numbers even more. And that right there was just like a ding that goes off in your head. It's like, why are we not doing that?
Yeah.
You know, so we and Even's big on transparency.
Okay.
I was less on that. Like to me, if it was up to me, I wouldn't like want to post like how much we made off of it to everybody. But it's actually genius because for one, it inspires other artists to see the process.
Right.
And I think people just love transparency.
Yeah.
Like love to see like, oh, this is how much, cause like we're at, I think like almost 7K in like a little over one month.
Wow.
And it tells you how many streams we would have had? We would have had to have 2 million streams.
That's crazy.
Just to make
That's
that much on streaming.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's off of 300 people supporting them.
And then and
supporting the
also
actual
like
project.
people could pick their own price.
They can pick
Yeah,
their
you
own
pay
price.
what you
Yeah,
want.
so it's like, well, I want to show them more love. Like
We've had about
Exactly.
15, 16 people pay $100 for it.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
out of
love,
that
man.
300, the average price people are paying is like $22.
Right. Yeah.
But which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know,
Bro.
and so I just think that's a great model, the whole pay what you want model, because it allows the people who, like I said, I was gonna kill myself until I listen to your
Yeah, that's
project.
crazy.
People like that connect differently with the music, and they might, you know, if they got it, they might want to support in a bigger way. So not limiting yourself to, oh, it's $10, $12 flat, you know.
Right.
But like, I think it starts off at 10. I think when they go on there and look, it'll have $10, and they gotta delete that 10 and put their actual price in.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a beautiful model of where the business should go.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely
or
think
should,
like,
you know.
my bad. I definitely think like it's necessary and that artists need to get hip to doing that physical release before, you know what I'm saying? Before releasing it to streaming, because even if your goal is you want to get signed, dog, don't worry about the commercial success. Talk to your audience first, bro.
Yes.
Grow
Yes.
your audience first, dog.
Bars.
Grow your 3 to 6, your 6 to 18, your 18 to 36. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then once you got 3,000, then go sit down. Now you got more leverage. You know that at the snap of your finger, you can pull 3,000 people out. Focus on that shit first.
Yes.
Your brand, man. You know.
Yep.
And a lot of times we like, man, we want all the glitz and glam. We want to be on Coachella. We want to be on all the big stages. We want to be on all this. No, dog. Like, focus on growing them 5 people to 10, dog. And I promise you that you're going to eat forever.
Because
You know what I'm
literally 1,000 loyal fans, you can eat forever.
Wow.
Like literally, because they gonna buy your merch, they gonna buy your everything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You got 1,000 people that will loyally buy whatever you drop. You drop a $30 hoodie, that's 30 racks. Just
Right.
like that. You
Facts.
know what I mean? So it's like you gotta think about it like that. I heard somebody talking about Wiz several years ago. They was like, he can drop a single for 99 cents. This is back whenever people was doing like iTunes
Yeah.
singles. And it was like, he might do okay, but if he drops a hoodie that's $70, $80, it's gonna sell out in the first hour. You know
Wow.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like that's because he has a solid fan base of people that are going to support whatever you're doing.
Right.
And it's showing us that way because the same people that's buying his merch is buying my merch, is buying our merch,
Yes.
and they're buying the album.
Trendsetter.